My question was around this birthright citizenship situation. Obviously, we got a good initial ruling out of SCOTUS today, but I think the law is not always the only way to get victories. We have to kind of push public opinion. I think to between now and I guess the final ruling. Um, I think there's a option or opportunity there, particularly around Black Americans, to say, look, they're essentially devaluing your ancestors' slavery because this was not designed for people to come on vacation or hop across the border, have a baby that the system has to pay for, and then they're a citizen equally to you. And I just think if we message around this properly, we can make this decision happen and codify it as well.
Right. So there's a lot to that question. And so I think the most important thing about codification and to codify is involving Congress, to actually codify these victories. Because otherwise, it's just one simple executive order after the other. Now, the long-term solution is actually getting the congressional kind of committee on board. Now, regarding birthright citizenship, did you know that in 2023, there were between 225,000 and 250,000 babies born to illegal immigrants? That's more than the babies born in all but 2 U.S. states taken individually. It's also more than the number of babies born to legal non-citizens per the Center for Immigration Studies. Right now, there are reports of expectant mothers who are either illegal or in the United States under temporary parole lining up for preterm C-sections to beat President Trump's cutoff date, which was back in February. This was written back in January.
Wow.
Now, just so you know, that 2 Supreme Court cases upheld that the 14th Amendment excludes citizens of foreign countries born in the United States. The 14th Amendment did not originally grant citizenship to American Indians. Why not? Because they were considered to hold allegiances to tribal nations and were only partially considered to be subject to the jurisdiction of the government. This was always about children of slaves. It was always about slave children, not some random CCP birth tourist. And let me repeat, 2 Supreme Court cases upheld the 14th Amendment explicitly excludes the citizens of foreign countries born in the United States. The Slaughterhouse cases and Elk v. Wilkins. So what exactly is the case that they point to? Well, the one that they point to is in the late 1800s, like 1897. There was the Wong Kim Ark case was about the children of legal residents. Are the children of legal residents U.S. citizens? The United States Supreme Court has actually not weighed in on whether in recent memory or recent times on the children of illegal aliens. That is the brilliance of President Trump's birthright citizenship executive order. The left just reached for this and took it, and nobody stopped them. Let me repeat. The left reached for this, and George W. Bush didn't stop them. Ronald Reagan did not stop them. And by the way, just so we're clear, a lot of people love Reagan. Reagan was good at a lot of stuff, but he was terrible on immigration. I'm sorry to break your kind of mythology of Reagan. He was awful. He did amnesty. He was big on giving people citizenship. Reagan's good intentions did not equal good public policy. He gave us no-fault divorce and a lot of debt. Reagan did some good stuff, but he was not the hero a lot of people necessarily think he was.
And a deep blue California.
Oh, yeah, no.
His home state.
He helped destroy California without a doubt, and he knows it, and he said it back. He said it was one of his greatest regrets. The 14th, this is from the Senate floor debating the 14th Amendment. Quote, the 14th Amendment will not, of course, include persons born in the United States who are foreigners, aliens, who belong to the families of ambassadors or foreign ministers accredited to the government of the United States, but will include very other class of persons. So understand President Trump's brilliance here. He is forcing this case to the top of the U.S. Supreme Court. He is forcing this case in a very, very quick way. And so I got to be honest that if we are able to strip away birthright citizenship, if we are able to strip away this sort of scam, this will be a mass destabilization in a way that of the American left in a way that we could never have imagined.
Full shows live and on demand. It's Salem News Channel.